Hey, what's up, Liron here. Today you'll learn to embrace the ugly stage of your paintings. I'm gonna go through a couple of very important reasons. Ruth is bailing out on the video. You've probably been through this if you ever tried painting with watercolor or any other medium. You paint and in the middle of the process it just looks like crap. And you have no idea how that thing you're working on right now will end up being or looking the way you want it to. So a couple of things. Number one, this is an inherent part of the painting process. There's absolutely no way around it. So just understanding that will help you accept it for what it is. Because think about it this way. This is the timeline of the painting stage, right? It starts here, goes there. You have to go through the ugly stage no matter what. You can't get to here unless you pass through here. And so understand that, and you just have to roll with it. That's just a fact. Some very rare painting processes will not have an ugly stage if you're working very alla prima, but for the most part, that's just not the case. Now, number two, the ugly stage is where you get to problem solve. What do I mean by that? That's where you see all the things that are yet to come, that you have not yet painted. This area is too light. This area is way off. This shape is not good. This is when you problem solve. That's when you really grind your gears and figure out how to solve things. I'm showing you probably to the side here a bunch of processes, the end result, but what it looked like midway through. It's very important to see. So this is when you problem solve. And it's a very important stage of improving your skills, because when you problem solve, you get feedback. You're trying something out and you're seeing what the result is. You're trying out this type of a wash, this type of a color mix, this type of a color saturation, and you're getting feedback. Oh, this doesn't look as good, or this doesn't look like the reference I'm trying to paint based off of, and all of that good stuff. Now, you also get another form of feedback, which I barely talk about and I want to devote more attention to, and that is the enjoyment feedback. So am I actually enjoying using this technique? Am I enjoying this process? And I would say if you're enjoying something, that tends to circumvent the whole other issues. Because if you enjoy the process, to me, that's far more important than what actually ends up being on stage. And I want you to almost lean into the enjoyment. Whatever you have fun doing, lean into that. Do you enjoy very small shapes? Do you enjoy large wet washes? I love doing very mid-value, very wet washes that flow really well. That's part of my enjoyment. And I know that, so I'm gonna put myself in a position to enjoy by doing more of these washes, right? So that's very important. Enjoyment feedback can sometimes circumvent result feedback. So that was number two. Now, number three, this is when you get to practice grit, self-belief, and persistence, because this is exactly when you're being tested. You're not tested when the paper's fresh. I mean, you're tested in different ways, right? But you're not tested when you painted something perfect that you love. You're tested whenever there's a gap between what's on paper and what you envision or you want it to look like. That's when you're being mentally tested. And it's pretty much the only time you get tested for that in particular. So it gives you an opportunity to practice that grit and self-belief and just know that it will connect and keep being persistent. Once you go through this process a couple of times, you're unbeatable. I'm not going to quit on pretty much any painting right now. I'm going to see it till the end and make the most, piggybacking off the previous comment that I made, you're going to get the most experience. That's how you learn. Now, the fourth point, and this is really key. When you don't give up, you're forced to develop a vision and maintain it and stay optimistic. What do I mean by that? It's a part of point 3 as well, but I wanted to put it in a separate way because, again, you have a vision of what you want this painting to look like. Maybe you have a vision because you're looking at a reference photo in front of you. Maybe you have a vision because you're imagining what you want it to look like. And whenever I say a vision, when I used to hear people say this, I was like, I have no idea. I don't know. I'm not seeing a clear picture in my mind. That's perfectly okay. Maybe your vision is, the colors aren't really good. I want them to look a little different. It may be vague. It may not be a specific vision. You just know that something is off, right? So this is when you get the opportunity, connecting to grit from earlier, to maintain that vision, to maintain that mental positive attitude of saying, okay, it does not look like what I want it to look like, but I know if I do enough right things, I'll get it there. Now, connected to the first point, which is it's an inherent part of the process, and you got a recipe for winning constantly in painting. Okay, so this is pretty much all there is today. It's an inherent part of the painting process. You won't be able to circumvent it 99% of cases. Number two, that's when you get to problem solve and gain valuable feedback and actually learn and improve. Number three, it helps you practice grit, self-belief, persistence. And number four is that maintaining of a vision and positivity in mind that you will be able to achieve that vision, which is why you want to embrace the ugly stage of your painting. Most of the paintings and artists you look up to, their paintings have gone through this ugly stage. That's just the reality of it. Now, when you're seeing someone else painting, it's very easy to get confused and think to yourself, the entire process was cool looking, the entire process was beautiful, there's no ugly stage. It's just because you did not paint it and you did not have the vision for what you're trying to achieve. It's always easier when you're seeing someone else do it. But as soon as you go and do it, it's harder. It looks like it's not the vision you had in mind. It looks like it's ugly. But the trade-off is you're painting. You're making progress. You're ending up with something beautiful that you created. Okay? Embrace the ugly stage. It will help you grow tremendously as an artist. I think that's one of the things that I'm responsible. So let's say I started my artistic watercolor career here. Now I'm here. It probably should be the other way around, but think about it this way. The entire center bulk of my progress, which amounts to like 3 years maybe, I owe to that. Now I'm on the other side of that. I will probably never give up due to an ugly stage, but for like 3 years, that's the thing that helped me grow persistently, consistently over a span of a couple of years and not just plateau. So I hope that makes sense. I do want to thank you so much for watching this video, and especially I want to thank everyone who supports me on Patreon. You make it possible, and I want to thank everyone who bought a course ever. That's also one more thing that helps keep the lights on and help me continue making a living from being an artist, which is just incredible. Like, I'm living the best life I can ask for. So thank you so much. I will see you in the next vid. Until then, take care.